Sejam bem-vindos à quarta aula de Meteorologia para pilotos em inglês técnico aeronáutico. Agora nós vamos falar sobre gelo, né? Que é algo muito importante para aeronaves, mesmo em um país tropical como o Brasil, porque subir na atmosfera fica tão frio como qualquer outra parte do planeta, mesmo que a gente não tenha grandes situações no solo, mas em voo é possível. E, como sempre, lembrando, é para aumentar nosso vocabulário de inglês técnico aeronáutico. Vamos lá, for icing. Well, I can see a lot of ice on this aircraft wing, huh? Let's go. Hazards to airplanes from icing. There are three basic classes of icing that present hazards to an aircraft and the pitot-static system. Airframe icing, including propeller icing. Induction icing, including carburetor icing. Usually when I think about induction icing, I think about admission. Pitot-static icing. All right, these three are very dangerous to aviation, so you gotta be very aware of them. The effects of airframe icing. Adverse aerodynamic effects, where ice buildup on the airframe structure can modify the airflow pattern around the airfoil. Weight increase and change in position of center of gravity, the famous CG, as well as unbalancing of the various control surfaces and propeller, perhaps causing severe vibration and control difficulties to control the aircraft. All right. Continue on their airframe icing. Loss of visibility. Ice forms on the windscreen. You cannot see clearly. This is very dangerous during the approach part or during takeoff. Usually when you're taking off, you remove that before taxiing and taking off. You can fix that on the ground, but when you're about to land, it's a real deal. Degradation in radio communication arm. Ice forms on the antennas. So yeah, poor communication. Condition for ice to form. There must be visible moisture. Temperature must be at or below freezing, 0 degrees, and the airframe temperature must be less than 0 degrees. Types of ice. Clear ice, also known as glaze ice, is the most dangerous form of structure icing. It is most likely to form when you are flying through freezing rain. Rime ice occurs when tiny supercooled liquid water droplets freeze on contact with a surface that has a temperature of below freezing. All right, mixed ice, mixture, clear ice, and rime ice. Hoar frost. This is a white crystalline coating that can usually be brushed off. You can brush it off. All right. Hoar frost, we're going to talk a little bit about that on the very end of this class. Actually it's the next slide. Hoar frost against frost. It's just very technical, just for curiosity. You don't really need to know that. What is the difference between hoar frost and frost? The frost forms as minute ice crystals covering the ground. We just call it at frost, in the very beginning of the ice building up. But sometimes the frost can grow large and are called hoar frost crystals. That's why you can brush it off. Even put a picture here to show how pretty it is, but we don't have that in Brazil. Well, we have that in the very south of Brazil. The very few days, maybe on the mountains. All right. Supercooled water droplets. It is possible for liquid water drops to exist in the atmosphere at temperatures well below the normal freezing point of water, 0 degrees Celsius. possibly at minus 15 degrees Celsius or even lower. They are known as supercooled drops. That's it. It touches the airframe. It's below freezing temperature, the airframe. So yeah, you have ice. Well, that's the end of the class. I hope you guys enjoy it. I'm gonna talk about winds real soon. Espero que vocês tenham gostado. Comentem o vídeo. Não esqueçam de curtir. Fala para seus amigos que querem aprender mais sobre meteorologia nessa aula gratuita que você tem aí no seu YouTube. Tá? Aproveitem, divirtam-se e da sua dúvida pode ser a dúvida do seu colega também. Até a próxima. Valeu, gente. Tchau, tchau.